Elden Ring is simultaneously one of the best and worst games ever released. On one hand, it's massive, long, beautiful, and very hard, but on the other hand, this stupid game has pulled more than anything else with over a 50 on Metacritic. There are entire sections of the map that are just straight up empty. Dozens of reused bosses, such as the one I'm fighting right now, and not 4, not 5, but 3 different bosses with attacks that are sometimes undodgeable. You'd think that all of these problems would make Elden Ring a 6, 7 out of 10 game, but no, it's perfect. Today I will show you the absolute best and worst that this game has to offer.
This lesson, old man!
Thank God I never have to fight one of those again. By the way, I found that boss in part 3 of this series and have spent the last 2 episodes doing literally nothing productive. He was guarding the entrance to the next major dungeon, which is apparently a metropolitan area. This is the most challenging section in the entire game. The gameplay isn't that bad, it's mostly just killing homeless people. However, it provides a unique mental challenge for me, specifically. You see, I'm a proud resident of Memphis, Tennessee, and as such, I should be no stranger to violence in the streets. However, when I am walking through the aforementioned streets in real life, I always keep a strap on me. So you can imagine my horror when I found out that Elden Ring does not have guns. The combat primarily revolves around stabbing people. Do I look British to you? On the bright side, at least the people of Leyndell have actual dental hygiene, which I cannot say about the residents of the schools. Inside of this random well, there is an entire optional dungeon, which, among other things, is home to the loathsome Dung Eater, who lives up to his name and then some. He also has an entire ending of the game in which you solve the issue. I'm not making that up, that is the lore. The rest of this section is a 20-minute long maze, so I'm just gonna skip to the boss, who is literally a weaker version of a boss that you find later in the game. He is also 80% resistant to fire and immune to bleed, so my bleed weapon that does 50% fire damage might possibly be the worst thing I could be using. Unfortunately for him, I am cracked at the video game, so it does not matter. I hate myself. Everything that I just did was completely pointless. It was all for an ending of the game that I do not want to get. But why, I hear you ask? Yes, I know my head would become fire, and yes, that does go hard. I have decided not to get the ending. This has nothing to do with the fact that it is the objectively bad ending in which everyone dies, nor is it because my girlfriend told me not to. She is chopped. No, the crux of my issue lies in this. Let's just go back to Leyndell. Wow, this place is so cool. There are so many things to do, so many people to see. Did you know that Leyndell actually contains an identical copy of the Round Table Hold, which is this game's hub area? The area was actually inspired. I want to leave this place immediately. I would rather be literally anywhere else. See, that was actually foreshadowed. The only way to proceed is to walk up the dead body of this endangered species and skillfully avoid all of the enemies on my way to fight my demented grandfather. Do not ask why he is yellow. I am ridiculously overleveled for this. Everything I've been doing for the past 2 episodes was intended to be done after this area. I was just so cracked that I didn't even know—
Oh, I hate—
Where did that even— Hold on, I've killed you already. How are you not dead?
How do you still get no—
If you hate minorities, what do you have against me? I'm a straight white male.
First of all, you're gay. Second of all, you've indiscriminately killed thousands of people.
I mean, sure, but you don't strike me as the type of person to have a problem with killing people.
I don't. I have a problem with the indiscriminately part. If you want to make a real change,
You're gonna.
Okay! If you have been paying any attention to the unintelligible mess that is your screen, you might have noticed a few minor details about this boss, one of which being that he is too fast for the human mind to comprehend. This can be attributed to the fact that he is on crack. It is so fast that realistically I could use the raw footage and it would look good. I do not do this, which can be attributed to the fact that I am also on crack. Morgott has a very diverse arsenal of attacks, but as much as I would love to talk about the unnecessarily large hammer which was bestowed upon him by God, I want to focus on his staff, which very suspiciously happens to resemble the pride flag. Now, I am a very accepting person, but I just can't help but notice. That was surprisingly easy for being one of the last bosses. All I have to do from here is walk inside the... What? No way! I can't just finish the game from here?
It looks like the Earth Tree doesn't want us to enter. The only way to get past these thorns is by using the Flame of Ruin, which can be found inside the Forge of the Giants.
Look, that's really cool, but I'm still stuck on the fact that, first of all, you can talk and say...
What?
Never mind, what were you saying earlier?
You need to travel to the Mountaintops of the Giants to find a flame that can burn down the Earth Tree. Unfortunately, this means I have to sacrifice myself.
I'm in. The next section of the game consists of a whole lot of walking, mostly in a straight line. My objective is in the Mountaintops of the Giants, which is 14 nautical miles from my current location. The problem is, the developers kinda forgot to put anything of significance in between. Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm playing upbeat music, it was intended to alleviate the pain. It is not working. What's up guys, it's me, back at you live from Tel Aviv with another elevator. Ladies, please continue to flirt with me in my Instagram comment section, it gives me so much aura. There's nothing to do here, but on the bright side, it is very pretty, though this place seems quite precarious. You know, I've heard that on average 100 tarnished die on this bridge every year, which naturally brings up this question. Counting or not counting gang violence? You have got to work on your aim. Okay, sorry, I'm going to move forward in a straight line without any distractions from now on. Except I will kill this guy and I will also get killed by this guy because I started using a new weapon and did not realize that it made me fat roll. We're here, by the way. This is the fire giant. If you're struggling to see him, yeah, that's kind of the problem, ironically. Can he deal 80% of my health in one hit? Yes, but that does not faze me at this point. The real enemy is the camera. God forbid we zoom out slightly, I can't see him. The only way to do any real damage is by repeatedly hitting his ankle, which has got to be painful. Honestly, it would be a lot harder for me to hurt him if he just ripped his leg off. Oh, there's a second phase. Hopefully nothing bad happened. Okay. Look, I was joking. I wasn't actually telling you to do that. This is not what I meant when I said I need a hand. Also, that's the wrong appendage.